Good evening, YouTube. Regularly, I try to come up with video reviews for movies that I've watched recently. As you can all tell, I am very lazy. And I have about 15 people that care enough to watch my videos. So, forgive me for not doing these things on a regular basis. But today, I bring you a real treat. Probably the best movie of this year. Ghostrider, Spirits of Vengeance. I can almost hear everyone laughing at me. Yes, because you know why? Because it was a god-awful movie. It was terrible. I have enjoyed taking craps more than what I sat through. Imagine, if you will, a bear. Alright, you know what a bear looks like, okay? Imagine a bear climbing out of your anus. Just like, just out of your butt. Okay? Can you imagine that? Okay. That would be more interesting than what I'd sat through. The whole premise is that it's the second movie in the installment, hopefully the last movie, I think so, after it hits box office bottom. They brought back Nicolas Cage and some other people that aren't even important to mention because I don't even know who they are, to make a second Ghostrider. From the trailers and such, we were shown to believe that it was going to be a lot more interesting, a lot cooler, you know, more action, better acting, but most of the time, you know, with the first one wasn't that bad. I mean, it had a decent story, the characters were alright, you know, Blackheart was cool, and, you know, it was okay for what it was, you know. But this one, Nicolas Cage is like, he decided that, okay, I'm not going to act, you know, I'm just going to do the whole movie. That's exactly what he did, too. I mean, you may think that I'm just being rash, but I'm not even kidding you. I wish I was being rash. There was a scene where he's riding his motorcycle down the street, and he's just like, that was probably a spot-on reproduction of that as well. So, you have the premise of Ghostrider's been hiding out, trying to learn how to control the demon in him that makes him become the rider. You have Black Dude that was in Thor. He played the big dude with the sword that controlled the spinny thing. I don't know. I don't read Ghostrider, and I don't read Thor, so you have to forgive me. But he's in there. He's a guy that goes to Ghostrider and says, you have to save this kid. This kid is the spawn of Satan, and he needs to be saved. That way Satan can't manifest his soul into a child whose body will not deteriorate because of Satan's powers. Because apparently when Satan takes over a body, he becomes super powerful, blah, blah, blah. And then the body can't control it and, like, withers away and dies. So this kid would be able to be the Antichrist, pretty much. So Nicolas Cage has to save him so that the Antichrist doesn't take over the world. Woo! So, insert a bunch of quirky things from Nicolas Cage, bunch of one-liners, one scene of him actually doing something as Ghostrider. 10 seconds later, okay, insert some more quirky lines, him talking about how he pees flames, and then insert another 5 seconds of fighting. Get good, isn't it? It's a good movie so far. And then some more quirky one-liners, and him getting the Ghostrider taken away from him. Yeah, it gets taken away. So now it's almost like, what's the point of watching this movie if he's not even going to be Ghostrider? What am I going to do? Well, you know, he conveniently gets it back when the kid, being the Antichrist, is able to give him the power back as he spews fire in his face. And he becomes a rider again and defeats one of the villains who decays things that he touches, and defeats him and throws Satan back to hell in another 20-second interval of being Ghostrider. So, let's regroup here and go over what we've learned. 1, there's been about 2 minutes of fighting as Ghostrider through an hour and 30-minute movie. I'm exaggerating, but no, there was not that much that happened. The Ghostrider scenes were very few of them, and they went over very quickly. What we're left with is a story that was thrown together, seemed very rushed, with characters that you weren't attached to, that meant nothing to anyone. Everyone was disposable, it seemed like, and then the credits are rolling. I mean, I don't know what to say. I've been to a lot of bad movies in my life, and I've seen a lot of bad movies in my life, but this is the very first one that, after having sat through that, I was this close to walking out of the theater. I've never done that. I've always sat through them and just done with it, dealt with it, you know, whatever. I got a cool Pac-Man shirt, don't I? Anyways, but this was the first one that I about walked out of, and that really says something, because I sat through epic movie, if that tells you anything. So yeah, this one was pretty rough. It was bad. The action sequences themselves were okay. They were pretty cool, you know, seeing Ghostrider turn like this big drill thing into like a flaming drill thing. It was kind of cool, you know. That was neat. But other than that, I mean, if you're going to see it just for that sake, to see Ghostrider, you might as well save your money, because it's not worth it. I mean, this was, like I said, bear clawing out of your anus. Just out of there. That would be better. So save yourself the trouble. Don't watch it. Just wait for it to come on DVD and rent it from a Redbox something for $1. It's not even worth that, to be honest. You'd be better off watching it at one of your friends' house that was stupid enough to buy it just because he thought it looked pretty. So yeah, that's basically what you need to do. And just save your money for the Avengers, because hopefully that will be awesome and not be a bear clawing itself, you know, anus thing. Yeah. Anyways, so yes, thank you for watching. I hope I did not bore you for 6 minutes and 44 seconds, but hopefully I will be back with more video reviews and more toy reviews. Pretend there's a toy here. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.